Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Izzy Blue, and today we are getting ready for another open stage. I showed you what this is last time, okay? If you want to know what products I'm using, just go watch my other Get Ready With Me. This will be video number 5. I'm just thinking about that. I don't know. I feel like it's probably not the biggest little benchmark, but like the fact that I even started doing YouTube stuff is still kind of crazy to me. We're struggling to stay on time. Oh yeah. So the next video was supposed to be me. Well, this video was supposed to be me dragging up this like baby doll, Amazon dress that I got. Um, but I realized the time frame in order for me to do what I wanted to do, plus my schedule for these videos and stuff, they mix. One, I already struggle with time management. That's just the big one. Two, having multiple different, deadlines and like ideas for projects and videos and stuff that need to be done by like a certain time. Like having multiple different, expectations and stuff at once, just baby, is my ultimate kryptonite. On top of that, I've been like extremely depressed. So I don't know, this past week and like these last few days have been kind of rough for me. But we're back in the swing of it now. I originally wasn't even gonna go to the show, but then I was like, well, like what different queens in the community have been like, yo, if y'all want to be booked, y'all need to start going to shit. And I'm like, you right. And then, the show came up and I was like, oh, that looks like fun. I've never been to this venue. Um, I've seen like, little bits and pieces of other like people's performances at this venue. And it would be nice. I do want to get booked more. I just want to, put Miss Izzy Blue out there a little bit more. Um, it is funny when I run into people like out of drag and they're like, "Are you Izzy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And mind you, I'm always at work, and so I'm like sitting there looking busted. Like you're not supposed to see me in my pedestrian clothes. And then yesterday, Starletta, one of the guest judges for tonight, she was like, "I hope to see you there," and I'm like, "Okay, well now I definitely have to go." If you want Izzy to go to something, just pop in the DMs and be like, "Hey, I hope you're coming to this thing," because bitch, I'll probably go. Um, that happened. That's happened a couple of times actually. Like what Callie for Indy's Got Talent a couple of times has been like, "Bitch, you better be there," or Assy for the show that just happened at Healer. Um, they were like, "Hey, it would mean a lot to me if you went," and I'm like, "Actually, I'm already working, so I'll be there." Like, I was over there as the DJ, pressing little buttons and shit. I was just tucked away in the corner because I was like panicking the whole time. But everything worked out, a couple of hiccups and technical difficulties, but like the show went on. And you might be thinking that I'm starting my makeup a little bit like early, but listen, baby, the way that I don't know how I do it, but somehow, like, the sun will be set by the time that I'm finishing. No, for that healer show though, I somehow managed to crank out a pretty decent face in like an hour. I look nuts. Because yesterday I had so many ideas for things to talk about during this video, and now I'm sitting here just drawing a blank. Well, first of all, yesterday, this is so embarrassing. Yesterday, my pants ripped. Like, I like to say up the ass because, like, it makes it seem way more dramatic than it was. I mean, it was still pretty dramatic, but it ripped, like, up the right cheek, and, ass was just out. I don't know, but I was fucking mortified. And mind you, I had, like, called off work, what, a day or two before that because a bitch was going through it. Fun times. And so just having a whole breakdown about my life, about work, about like where my life's going, about like not ever leaving Indiana. Just the things that you go through in your 20s and shit. And like the day that I come back to work, my fucking pants rip. I don't want to go into my existential crisis. I don't know. Maybe. Let me know if y'all can relate. Cause like, my whole life I've always had people telling me that, oh, you're special, you're different, da, da, da. And like just continuously uh like growing up with all that and like, I draw. I'll put up my art here. I draw, I paint, all that. And that was like my original career goal, but that ended up not working out. And so, we pivot. What was my Did I really have a goal after that? I don't think I did for real. Like I wanted to do animation, character design, stuff like that. And like I said, didn't work out. So we pivoted and I've just been doing like retail and shit since then. And it's like, well, I ended up picking up makeup and stuff somewhere along the lines after that. And people are like, oh, you should, do this or you should do that. Da, da, da. Making art for money just isn't fun and just kind of kills the joy that I get from it. Growing up and being told that you have like all this potential and stuff. And to this day, people being like, oh, you're really special. Da, da, da. I see great things for you. And then when none of it works out, it's just like, well, then what? Like, what now? It's like, so, did all that mean nothing? Like, I don't know. It's hard to not feel like a failure and like not take all the different roadblocks and missed opportunities and stuff personally. Because failing's a part of the game. Like, yeah, that's just common sense. Why is this not blending? And like, who knows? Maybe it's me. It's probably me, honestly. But like, I don't know. I'm just like, what do I do at this point? I'm constantly trying to. I don't know. I need to figure out what my goals are. Honestly, I feel like at this point, because drag, 100% content with it, like just being a hobby, But I would love to do it more. Is the thing. But also, at the same time, I'm like, what if it does get to a point where you're like, oh, you have this gig and that gig and like, will it still be fun or will it be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore? I don't know. And like, I've had a lot of people recently, like back to back, be like, bitch, what are you still doing here? You know? I mean, some of them not outright, but like, my we went to dinner with my dad and my cousin, and on the way back, my cousin, like, we were talking about, drag and all that, and what did he say? essentially like nobody, you know, nobody who's like big or whatever stays in Indy. Well, stays in Indiana in general. I'm just like, bitch, I gotta get out of here, you know? Which is already the sentiment that I've had for years, ever since I was a kid, really. I always wanted to move out of state. It just hasn't happened yet. But bitch, we're gonna have to make it happen, you know? Because like it's not even just Indiana, it's just like Midwest in general. I need to get out of this little cluster. I had to pause for a bit because my boyfriend came in and like, you know, I went ahead did I finished my base off screen. Well, I did my eyebrows. We're wearing blonde today, so yeah. Um they're not even. So don't listen, if you're looking at my face and the main thing you can focus on is the eyebrows, you're a hater. I'm really excited for my number tonight. I'll say that. I'm doing Scanning Copy by Bronze Avery. I've wanted to do some of his songs for a while. I just haven't. I don't know. We're gonna try to be kind of sexy tonight because Scanning Copy is kind of like a sexy little like ooh type song. Sound a little bit too much there. In my head, I feel like I can pull off that vibe, but then in practice, it's very much like you know. Um, so we'll see. I've been practicing. I've been practicing, and I hope it pays off. I mean, I'll be fine if I don't win, cause like it's just an open stage, you know. But like, it would be kind of puss if I did. For this video specifically, it would be kind of like, heck, come with me to win an open stage. And going back to what my cousin said, that's no shade to like the indie scene or like the Indiana drag scene in general. I'm just like creative opportunities. There's only so many in Indiana, you know. That's just not really the vibe. Like we have an art scene, we have you know a drag scene, burlesque scene, but compared to like other places, this isn't really it, you know. It's 2:44. We started this at like 1:30 ish. So so much for doing this in 1 hour, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this year is gonna be a pretty big year for me, drag wise, despite everything. Like I think that's so funny that I started my drag career like right around the time of all these like drag like anti-drag bans, these I don't know the whole Puritan like weird pearl clutching thing that's going on right now. Like and a lot of the shit, I'm like, so that just proves my point that a lot of y'all don't talk to your neighbors. You don't like actually interact with the people around you. I mean, I stick to myself, but I'm fully fucking aware that like I don't know the trans girl down at the fucking gas station isn't some supervillain out to like kidnap little Timmy, you know? I don't know. I'm just like, if you get all of your information from the internet or Fox News or some shit, then like, of course you're gonna think there's some like, I don't. Let me, because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. If you actually sat down and put two and two together, it just doesn't make sense. Like, who the fuck is like doing this? You know, to go and like groom kids and all that. That feels like an unnecessary step. You know. Um, or like buying this or buying any of this like the fact that people are like oh you know drag queens are trying to groom kids. I'm like one where like give me an example of that happening. That's what I want to like where the articles, where the videos, where's the I know there was that one video going around of a queen at like a pride event or something. But like that's the only thing that I can think of. Or like the people complain about the drag queen story hours. I'm just like they're there reading books to children. Like and what? I don't know, the whole is drag for children debate that yes, but also no. And here's why. It depends on the context. It depends on the situation. Like drag, just like any other art form, can be inappropriate. You know, there's some drag that's family friendly. uh, there's some drag that's family friendly. You know, all audiences, all ages, and there's other drag that's sexual, that's risque, that's grotesque, that's all these other that you might not necessarily want younger people seeing. I don't, and people, a lot of these people that talk about drag have never been to a drag show, haven't seen a drag performer or a drag performance in real life. So all they know is, what other people tell them. And like, I'm so sorry, drag shows are a lot less. Um, we're literally just people dressing up to like perform other people's songs at a bar on a stage that's like this big. Like, I don't know, it's too stupid to be devious. Is what I'm saying. Cause I'm like you're getting upset over dress up. People act like all this gay shit is new. And then it's like, well, actually, bitch, if you actually fucking paid attention, we've been here the whole time, and yeah, we will continue to be here, regardless of how you feel about it. I feel like I always have a lot of good points, and then I go on like multiple different tangents and shit at the same time. I don't know. I feel like I have a diagnosis coming my way this year. At least two of them bitches. I want to do a video where I rank RuPaul's Drag Race queens from on a scale of where they would fall from like beauty mug to clown, which I know like my roommate brought up that some of that could be interpreted as a read, but it's not supposed to be because I don't see clown as a bad thing. Like I would personally rank myself somewhere in the middle because like yes, I think I do a beauty mug, but like bitch, this right here clownery, you know. Some queens that I would place firmly in clown: Trixie Mattel, um, Bianca Del Rio, Jimbo. Well, Jimbo, yes, but also she like leans into beauty sometimes. So I don't know. She'd be like she'd still be in clown, but it'd be like clown adjacent. I don't know. I'll we'll see when I make the video. Crystal Method, obviously. Who else? Kim Chi's like beauty clown. I would say that beauty clown. Now, the one that sparked the idea for this video was Naomi Smalls. And hear me out. Current Naomi, firmly beauty mug. It's very like snatched, pretty, yes, God. All stars, Naomi. I feel like dips. She's still beauty queen, but I feel like she dips into clown. Like looking at her makeup then versus now, you like it's a lot more draggy. A lot like like over the top, very it's cunt, but like there's still that whimsical, like wacky sounds bad. I don't know. I decided to pull this out because, listen, that just makes things easier for me. Is there anything? Um, what do I want to talk about? Do I just do the makeup in silence at this point? Like, I don't. I need a. If I ask, if I put out a prompt on Instagram and ask you guys to like give me questions or topic suggestions and stuff, will y'all actually do it? That's why I want to know. Because I feel like this is kind of disappointing. I don't really have much to say. So I'm probably just gonna finish my makeup off screen and then I'll come back because it's only 3 something and I don't plan on leaving until, is it 3 something? It's 3:13, so like I have time. I don't know. I'll come back. If I don't come back, I'll see you at the show.
Okay, please welcome to the stage the gorgeous Izzy Blue. Let's hear it for
Yeah, the show was good. I'll insert the clip after that. But like and subscribe. New videos every Friday. Next one's gonna be the Amazon dress for sure. Cause I don't think I have anything else coming up. Yeah, I think that's right. But yeah, see y'all soon. Have a good day, night, evening, whenever it is that you're watching this, and yeah, bye.